playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. This is Chris Carson, 1,000-yard rusher a year ago. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout. And that means your offense has to keep pace.
Looking to throw on second down. Wilson flush to his right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Avonte Maddox. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is, when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them, in a sense, and gotten the ball from them.
They run with a former Eagle and Dolphin, Jay Ajayi. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jay Ajayi with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. A good hold of these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. On 3rd and 1, Wilson. And that's knocked away and incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They run for it with Carson. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
So did you suspect the same thing that I did, that they were lining up just to draw them off sides here?
100%.
Well, how about that? They were going for it the entire time. Never a question in his mind about going ahead and getting it, despite where they were on the field.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard it in my voice when they snapped the ball. I was like, I almost wasn't ready to call the play. I just kept waiting for the timeout offensively. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. To throw is Wilson. Going to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the third time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Brandon, their last miss on third down, they actually were able to alleviate it because they picked it up with a fourth down conversion. I don't know that they'd be wise to try and do that again here. To me, you got to punt the ball away.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Wentz going to throw. It's caught by Aguilar. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on third down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. It was Jaron Reed who got him down.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
Great. Here we go.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wentz. He hits his running back, Jay Ajayi. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Go. 280. I got it.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They run for it with Ajayi. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Here's Wentz to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Michael Kendricks. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Not today, you are. Not today.
Another try after the first down sack. Wentz. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they go to work on a 1st and goal. They come up in an offset eye. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert?
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Ziggy Ansah able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Wentz. He finds Ajayi. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding it.
Yeah, that's going to be intercepted. Malcolm Jenkins, the Pro Bowler. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
Hey, stand. Let's go.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. That's caught inside the 20. A gain of 32 that time.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
Wentz the handoff to Ajayi. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Under 10.
To throw is Wentz. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Here's Ajayi. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Eagles on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
82. Watch around. Go.
Working from the gun. Wentz. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran.
He's got it at the 15. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is now 14-10. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Throwing is Wentz, and Jeffrey's got it. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts As the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Odell Beckham as the first half is winding down. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now 17-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're able to return this one all the way up to the 45. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He wants it all for the end zone. And that's going to be intercepted. Malcolm Jenkins, the Pro Bowler. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Another run with Sanders. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. To throw, it's Wentz. But he will not get away. He stopped short of the marker. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position.
Slam. Watch the ass. Go, 14. Watch the equipment. Good.
This complete to Lockett. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the Eagles' 32-yard line.
3-15. Check 53. Let's go. Let's get this ball back to the gun. Good job right there. Let's go. Hey, alert. 53. Mike, 53. Get in the white room.
On second down, it's Carson. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. On first down, Wilson. And Dixon has it. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Ed Dixon, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have once again taken the lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken very short. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Wentz now on first down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Wentz now to throw. And complete to Zach Ertz. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
They run with Ajayi. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the green.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Yeah, let's go sack lunch.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Now Wentz on 3rd down. He finds Beckham complete. And brought down, but able. Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now wins. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Throwing now is Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
A gain of 14 yards brings up third down. That's the end of the third quarter.
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the fourth quarter. The Eagles on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This time it's 3rd and 3. This is Ajayi. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Go. 280. Ram. Here we go, D. Here I come again. Forward, Tokyo.
From the red zone now, Wentz. No gain on the dump off. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Right here. 54, Mike. 54.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wentz. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Shit. 14. Check 24. Hey, switch gears.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. Here's Carson, and he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Now it's Peterson. A beautiful fake. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now it's Ajayi. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a third and about 3 to go.
It's third down and 4.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Great 57. 49. Lefty, lefty. 49. Stop your
Shotgun now for Wentz. He finds his target. Beckham. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Odell Beckham with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year, as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Important extra point up and through, so it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages, as a field goal now can only tie it. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
Seahawks, first down.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. That's a jet sweep into the hands of Metcalf. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
19.
Wilson to throw. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
Sometimes it's hard to figure, but you can live with incompletions in this situation. You can't live with these short gains that take time off the clock.
You know who loves it? This defense. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Check 83, ball going to 83. Tighten this up. Go down. Mike 8.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He's got Lockett. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Wilson now 9 of 17 through the air. Now Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. He got 29 yards that time.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Wilson leaves this one with Penny. And they'll get this down to the 10. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
First down, Seahawks.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Check 53. Here we go.
This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf with time running out. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Wentz to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Odell Beckham finding the end zone on the game's final play. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute. This one is going to sting for a while. I mean, how do you let that happen defensively?
One stop.
One stop. I know that it's easy to say that from the booth, but
it is.
How do you let that happen, partner?
That's one of those where sometimes you get overzealous on defense, get out of your lanes, don't take care of your assignments. But let's just go ahead and focus on the offensive guy. Look what they got done.
Yeah.
They needed to make one play themselves, and they did it.
Yeah, that's the reverse side. It was a heck of a play and a heck of an ending to this script. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew,